I'm always in the habit of going to that large supermarket on weekends. Each time, pushing my shopping cart through the crowded aisles feels like a silent battle. The shelves are brimming with products, but what truly catches my eye are the omnipresent price tags. They're like invisible chains, tightly binding me. I carefully calculate, meticulously planning, as if every decimal point affects my life for the next few days. At the checkout, the cashier's robotic question, paper or plastic, always fills me with a sense of weariness. That day, like usual, I arrived at the supermarket with a stack of coupons. I placed the items one by one onto the conveyor belt, watching as the numbers on the register screen climbed rapidly. My heart began to race. Suddenly, over the intercom, a voice called out, "Clean up! In aisle 4!" I froze, looked around, and realized that something about the familiar scene felt disturbingly off. I happened to pass by a small shop. It stood quietly on a street corner, out of sync with the surrounding noise. A few old clothes hung outside the door. I hadn't intended to go in, but some inexplicable force pulled me closer. I pushed the door open, and a familiar yet warm atmosphere washed over me. The clothes inside were various colors and styles, but there weren't price tags, none of those numbers I'd grown accustomed to. A friendly shop attendant with a warm smile approached me. I picked up a sweater and asked her, "How much are the clothes here?" She laughed and said, "The clothes here are free, just take what you like." I stared at her in surprise, a little hesitant to believe my ears. "Free?" I repeated, the question laced with uncertainty. "Free? Is that true?" I asked her almost involuntarily. Then I asked why there was a cash register. She smiled and replied, "To feel normal." Normal? It suddenly struck me how absurd my usual definition of normal had become. I gazed at the familiar cash register and the empty shopping bags behind it, and all at once I felt a sense of incongruity. I continued to wander around the shop, slowly feeling a sense of ease and freedom. I didn't need to compare prices, didn't need to calculate discounts. I simply chose the clothes I liked, enjoying the simple and beautiful experience. I picked out a few items and left the strange yet comforting shop. In my hand, I held a shopping bag filled with clothes without price tags. Those numbers no longer mattered. The experience at that shop replayed in my mind. The shop attendant's smile, the shop's tranquility, and those words, "to feel normal." I started to question my definition of normal and how I'd been striving to achieve it. I questioned if those days driven by prices and desire were truly fulfilling. I don't have the answers, but I know that something is changing.